Hi everyone, so today we are going to do some ancestral mask designs, and before we get started we just want to go through all of our pack and supplies to make sure that we've got everything that we need. First and foremost, you should have your plain white mask. Okay, so that should be plain and ready for you to design. And then in our pack of supplies we'll also have some glitter glue that you can use to decorate the mask. We've also got some paint, some craft glue that will come in quite handy to stick some pieces onto your mask. And then we've got some scissors. I've got some scissors here just to help me cut some of the accessories. I've also got a paintbrush for the paint, also the glue at the end. And I've also chosen to just have some sellotape handy as well, just in case I need some extra adhesive. And then for decorating the mask, some of the accessories that you should have are some pipe cleaners. You should have a bag of gems that we can use to decorate our mask. A selection of feathers in all sorts of colours. I've also got a few cowrie beads here. And lastly, I've got some coloured paper. Coloured tissue paper that we can use to decorate our mask. Some additional things that I've chosen to have is just on hand some water, so just a jar, an empty jar, and a jar with some water. And I also have a hairdryer just to help speed up the drying process with the painting. And another handy thing is just some kitchen towel as well for any mess. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to paint our mask. So ancestral masks, obviously very individual to you, depending on how you want to celebrate your culture and what your mask means to you. You may choose to paint the whole thing. You may choose to paint a section of it. So I'm choosing today just to paint a section of it. I really like the colour yellow, which is the paint in my pack. So I'm going to choose to colour one half of my mask in yellow with some glitter, and then do some gems around it with some feathers as well. But you may choose to decorate it however you wish. Your ancestral mask may mean variations of things to you. It could represent your family. If you have siblings, you may choose to do your mask in a particular colour that matches a colour that's meaningful to you and your siblings or to your family. Maybe it may be the flag for your country or place of heritage. You may choose to decorate your mask using those colours. So it's very individual, very personal. So I'm going to start by just getting my empty jar and placing some of the paint in the jar. Okay. So I've got my mask, plain mask ready, and I'm just going to simply paint across the top. So as I said before, I'm choosing just to paint the top half of my mask. But you may wish to paint the whole thing, a section of it, whichever you please. So these are quite good quality paints, so you should find it quite easy just to paint on your mask in clean, straight strokes. So you can see my mask so far. That's quite quick that I was able to apply my paint. So if you do want to paint the whole thing, it won't take any time at all. Or if you wish, just like me, to paint a section of your mask, that will take even less time. Now, in terms of drying the paint, you may wish, depending on what you have available to you, you may wish to do this earlier and leave it to dry. Or like me, I'm going to use my hairdryer here just to speed up the process. So I'm going to just put a bit more paint. Okay, and your mask does have a string on it, an elastic string, so that you can wear that. So just be careful not to get the paint on the string. Okay, so I've done half of my mask so far. I'm going to do it just under the eye area. I'm going to stop there. So you can see that's coming on quite well. Okay, we'll do this side. Okay, I'm just gonna get a bit of a straighter line. So you can see I've chosen to do the top half of my mask just in yellow there. I haven't done the nose, and again it's very individual to you, so depending on what you decide, you can make it personal to you. I've done the top of my nose. So that's the first part of the task for me. What I have decided now, looking at it, I'm going to just do a line across the mouth area. So I'm going to add a little bit more paint to my jar here. So hopefully you would have already thought or had some time to think about what your mask means to you, what it's going to represent. My family are from Jamaica, and there is a lot of sunshine in Jamaica. And I have chosen to represent the sunshine element of my country and what we love about it. So the yellow stripe and the yellow across the mouth and the top half is to represent sunshine. But equally, you may choose colours, like I said, that mean something in particular to your family, maybe a favourite colour. It may represent where you're from, it may represent your mood. So there's my first part. So I did mention before that I'm going to speed up the drying process by using my blow dryer. So I'm just going to do that very quickly now. So just on a low heat. It looks like it's drying quite quickly already. I'm just doing that on a low heat. Okay, so that's the paint on my mask dried, and that was quite quick. So you can see you can either choose to use the blow dryer to speed up the process, or you may decide to paint it before and give it maybe half an hour or 15 minutes to dry and then come back to it. So now that I have painted my mask, I'm going to start decorating it with some tissue paper and gems. So I've got my scissors here, and I have decided I'd like to put just some small rectangular shapes dotted around. So you'll have your glue. Just make sure my glue is coming out. Something like that. Okay. So I'm just sticking some tissue paper down on the cheek area here. And Going to put some more, kind of just overlapping to make a pattern. And we will have a chance to kind of just finish this off and make it shiny with this craft glue as well. I'll show you how you can do that at the end. So I've stuck some red tissue paper on that corner. I'm going to do the same with some green tissue paper on the opposite side. So hopefully you would have painted your mask already, it would have dried, and you're now going to be sticking on some of your chosen accessories to personalize it even more. Okay. Always handy to have some tissue just to keep the area clean and your hands clean. So you can see I've now got some red tissue paper, some green tissue paper in each of the corners of my mask. Now we've got some feathers. And I think I'm going to leave the feathers until last. I'm going to decorate the head area with some feathers. So I've got some glitter glue, which you should also have. And I'm just going to use that glitter glue to put some glitter just around the eye area where I had left that white strip. So like I said before, you could choose to decorate yours any way you wish. So you'll have some glitter glue as well. So you might want to do some patterns. You might want to do some writing, some designs. I'm using the glitter glue to outline that area I had left without any paint. I'm going to do the same on that side. And I'm also going to do some on the chin area here as well, where I've got that line. So you can see I've put some glue, some glitter glue just over those areas now. I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to add some gems. So you'll have your bag of gems. And simply just, again, personalize it how you wish. So ancestral masks are all about something meaningful to you. So however you wish to decorate it and however and whatever it should mean for you is what's important. So I'm going to add some glue on. So I'm going to decorate the eye area, just above the eye area with some gems. So at the moment I'm using some red gems. I wonder what colours you guys have chosen to use, and what gems and what tissue paper actually you've decided to use to represent your patterns. So far, you can see mine has started to take shape. I've added some red gems at the top, just above the eye area. I'm going to add some down the side here now. I'm going to change the colour. I'm going to put some green. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, I've kind of made a pattern with the colour. So I've got green on that side, red on that side. I've got red gems on this side. I'm now going to put some green gems on that side. So just kind of making an opposite colour. I'm still kind of keeping these colours in theme with my heritage, which is Jamaican. We like greens, we like reds, we like yellows. So I'm kind of sticking with that. So hopefully you should be well underway with decorating. The paint has definitely dried on the mask now. You should be able to do some decorating with some gems if you wish to, or you may well be still painting. If you decided to do a bit more of a complicated paint design, you might still be painting. The other thing to mention as well is you could choose to draw some designs on your mask as well. So you can see I've now got red, I've got green on the other side, on the opposite sides of my mask. Now, I think I'm going to add some feathers to the head part of my mask. So I've got some feathers here. I think I'm going to choose some black feathers and some yellow, but I'm trying to decide whether to put it on. I think I'm going to put them on one side. So you may wish to use some glue. It might be easier to use some sellotape if you've got some to hand. So if you are using scissors, anything to cut, goes without saying that we just need to make sure that we're being safe. Trying to avoid any accidents. So I'm just sticking my feathers on with some tape. So I'm just going to put them together like this. Okay, so can you see? I have put some feathers just at the top on that side. I think I'm going to put some on this side as well. So my design is fairly basic, I would say. You may well be choosing to do a lot more with yours. This is just to kind of give you an idea of how to do it and what materials you've got to do it. But you might choose to do a lot more with your designs. You might choose to spend a lot more time on it. Okay, so at the moment, I have my feathers on that side. I've got some feathers there, some gems, tissue paper, glitter glue, and my paint that was already put on at the beginning. And thinking I could, yeah, I think. So other things that you could potentially do is decorate with some more gems. So there's a lot more gems in the bag. So I could add some gems around these areas. I could potentially add some more feathers as well. But one important thing that you can do to finish off your mask, once you've designed it and you've decided that you're finished and you're happy with the finished product, what you can do is you can use some craft glue. And you may be wanting to put some of it into a jar. And once everything is dried, you can actually use the craft glue and just put it over your mask and leave that to dry. And what that will do is it will give it a shiny effect and it will make it quite hard. and it will almost protect it and make it feel like quite a realistic mask, and it will make it last longer and keep it. So that's something to do. So that's the craft glue, the PVA glue. Just maybe put some into a container and just get your paintbrush, same one like what we were using for the paint, just wash it off, use that and just go over the mask just so that it gives it a shine and it makes it a lot harder. Leave that to dry. So that will take a bit longer to dry, but once you've done that, you leave it to dry, or you can use a hairdryer, and you'll end up with something very shiny, quite hard, quite robust, and you'll be able to wear it and showcase your ancestral mask. So I hope you have fun making your mask. I hope you add some character to it. I hope it is very meaningful for you. And just enjoy the process. Be as creative as possible and enjoy.